Hi, I'm Lou Ann Hammond, DrivingTheNation.com. I'm here with Ian Callum, Design Director for Jaguar. When you design a car, do you design it with one particular aspect of the car in mind, the front, the back, or anything? Or is it just one line that comes to you and you start?
No, the first thing I think of is a total shape. Every time it's about the total shape of the car. And that's probably why I prefer designing coupes as opposed to convertibles, because it is a complete shape. And really start off with the proportions of the car and get the wheels in the right place and really work with the parameters of what I have to work with and really trying to build on a set of parameters to get the overall shape and then go into the detail. And I know, for instance, part of the detail in this car might be the grille at the front, so you have to take that on board because it's quite a big grille, so it's going to have an effect on the overall shape of the car. But it's about getting the right proportions. But at Jaguar, we really do go for every millimetre to get that bonnet line as low as possible, get the roof line as low as possible, get the waistline in the right place, and get the overhangs as cropped as much as we can. And we work millimetre by millimetre to do it. And that's how I work.
So is it a line or is it a lack of lines?
There's a few lines in this car. I still like to use the edges of metal as sort of predominant edges of line. But for me, designing a Jaguar is lack of lines, and it's about total form, and it's about keeping it as simple as possible. And I always say the most simple form to look at is actually the most complex form to produce. Mathematically, it's a very complicated form, as they do on the side of this car, but it should be simple to the eye and easy on the eye. So yeah, you're right. With a Jaguar, it's about a lack of line, but it's about form at the end of the day.
How do you design motion into this animate object?
Well, you know, it's all. I use the word spontaneity a lot. It's all about getting a beautiful line, which is a spontaneous line, and we still use pencil and paper. I know it transfers into the computer very quickly, but it's about getting these lines that look very spontaneous and very simple, transfer them into 3D, and maintaining the spontaneity of the line and the beauty of it, and then taking it through the whole process of manufacturing to metal and holding on to that line. And it might quite often changes for a number of reasons. They can't make it, or it's in the wrong place for safety, you know, and that gets affected. Every element affects it. But my job is to try and keep it all the way through the process. And eventually it comes out the other end and it looks like somebody's just drawing it on the car in one sweep.